Nah, cause like I was watching Evo the entire weekend, like all the whole weekend. I was watching Evo, and somehow I still missed this. I don't know what stream they did this on. I don't know what game
The
they
excitement
was doing when they
continues
showed
on
this.
day one of EVO because coming up next, we have a great group
This
of
was day one. I was watching all day
check
one.
it out.
I don't went ballistic. I don't went ballistic as soon as they said something about this. I'm mad I found out about this like 3 days later. What? Wait, what? Where's it?
Brawl 2 handles Nickelodeon All-Star.
What the fuck? Where's his voice? Why can't I hear H-Box? What the hell? Hold on. I need to find a new video. Cause that's crazy. They really got my boy H-Box in a commercial. Like, hold on. Game mechanics trailer. Versatility. No. What?
What's up, guys? In case you couldn't tell,
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Whatever. We'll just watch this other one.
Continues on day
We just gonna read it. We just gonna read it. We gotta make do. Hey everyone, I'm Hungry Boxer, professional multi-award winning platform fighting gainer and resident ledge holder. Today, alright, here we go.
In Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. To
Yes,
start,
sir.
let's take a look at some of
I heard about the meter thing in the leak joint.
Brawl 2 handles movement. Movement in Nick Brawl 2 is now fully analog, meaning you can walk and run. And you can also aim some moves in any direction.
I might be bugging, but couldn't you run in the last one, or like, am I wrong? Because like, here's one of my problems with Nick All Stars. Like in their promotion, they do too much technical stuff. Cause like I understand that they want this game to be competitive. Cause for those of y'all who don't know, basically from my understanding of the behind the scenes is that basically Nickelodeon sees how much money Melee should be making, but Nintendo neglects to let it. Like Nintendo neglects the game, so it doesn't make as much money as it should / could make. And basically, Nintendo said we want that money, so that's why they gave whatever this shitty ass studio's name is. That's why they gave them basically free reign to do whatever they want. Because like I don't know if I want this in my basically that's why they gave them free reign, because they see how much money a game like Melee could make, but Melee doesn't make because Nintendo tries to forget that and just promote their new game.
Available to a control stick. It's also worth mentioning that yes, tap jump is now an option. And you're
Clap it up, y'all. I was about to say, why is my button late? Clap it up, y'all. That's all we asked for. We just asked to not be forced to play the game a certain way that made the experience shittier than it had to be. That's all we wanted.
able to set custom profiles with your name tag.
W,
Defense, rolling, spot
even though that's technically in the first one.
all available. There's also two types of air dodging. There's the neutral air dodge, which keeps your current momentum, and the directional air dodge, which pushes you towards whatever direction you're holding. Each of these techniques has
Ooh.
to help you run away and dodge.
Yeah, because in the first game, they essentially made it an air dasher. Like, one of the main problems I had with the first Nick All-Stars is that since, like, you damn near never had invincibility, like, at any time you could be hit and killed from anything. Like, I remember there was one time I was playing with my friend and literally he zeroed to death me by accident from a ledge get up. I don't remember what character it was, and this was before all the before like all the voice lines and stuff was entered. So like this was early game when Danny Phantom could still kill you at zero with his scream. But like he literally zeroed to death me by accident with a ledge get up move. Like that's how broken the game was, because nothing had invincibility. And I had air dashed into the ground, by the way, right in front of him, but because my brain was stuck on smash at the time, I did that forgetting that I'm not invincible during any part of that move. So now that we get some invincibility, that should make the like casual gameplay a little bit easier. Now that I know like at any time I could kind of just jump and get iframes.
Your opponent's attacks, or even slip in a counter attack. Just keep in mind, you can't act instantly out of these options. And yes, with air dodging, that also means Wave dashing is back, baby.
What the fuck? Why are they so convinced? Why do they think niggas want wave dashing? Like, nobody likes that mechanic but the super duper nerdy nerds. I wonder if people who make fighting games actually really realize that when you add a wave dash to your game, you isolate a half of your audience off rip.
If you remember it from Nick Brawl 1, the rock, paper, scissors mechanic is gone.
If
Attacks are here to stay.
Yo, bro, the rock paper scissors stuff in that game were actually comical. I'm kind of sad to see it go, but depending on what they put in its place will determine whether it's better or worse.
Including new horizontal directions. Strong attacks are what you'd expect. Stronger than your regular light attacks and usually quite a bit slower. They can now also be charged both on the ground and in the air.
Oh, that's a W, because like in the other game you couldn't charge them, so it's pretty much just throw them out whenever. Which, I mean, for somebody who knows how to play the game, that it's not really that much of like it's not like a trouble or like a bad downside or nothing. But for people who don't know how to play the game, charging smash attacks is really like useful.
As for light aerial attacks,
Oh wait. Did he say they can't? Okay, they still.
as for light aerial
It would have been cool if you showed that. Like, what the fuck?
attacks, you now have 5 total options: up, down, forward, backward, and neutral. Blocking has also been changed. While blocking, you can get still pushed around and even go into a teeter if you get pushed to the ledge. But now you can only block a limited amount of damage and for a limited amount of time before your bubble bursts, leaving you wide open for an attack. If you also
Yeah, because in the last game, for some stupid ass reason, they decided to make it like, for those of you who didn't play it, because you know you're a normal person who doesn't spend your money on platform fighters uselessly like me. For some dumbass reason, they made it so that when you were in shield, you were invincible, but the longer you were in shield, the more pushback you would take, which just made it so that like at any given time, if you were getting comboed or you were scared of what was going to happen, you could just turn into an invincible brick, which was really stupid and broken because it would just end up making it so that you could grab a person and toss them off the stage and it would just turn into a cement, like a person full of dry cement. It was a really bad mechanic.
just as you get hit with an attack, you'll flash blue and hear an audio cue that lets you know that you just performed a parry. When that happens, you suffer no block, no block push from your opponent's attack and can act immediately.
Yeah, see, parrying was a little bit too much. That like, cause when he parried, he was still like in the animation. He didn't leave the animation to make it look like he could do a follow up or anything. So like, if that's the case, please fix that. If that's not the case, my bad, dog.
And now the biggest addition to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2.
This is what I wanted to find out about.
Slime meter.
This is what I was waiting to hear about.
Slime meter during your match by hitting your opponent to enhance your attacks, movement, combo game, and more.
Is it a comeback mechanic?
To use slime is by spending one of the 3 available bars to enhance your special attacks. SpongeBob, for instance, normally.
Oh, so that triple bubble we saw was a slime attack. Oh, so basically, all right. So from my understanding of what he just said and what I've heard other people say, at first I wasn't sure if it was gonna be a smash meter or like something like that. But basically, this is like you can do EX versions of your moves. Ooh, they actually trying to make this game competitive. Let's see.
Tiny innocent bubble. But if you enhance it with slime, he blows 3 much more powerful individually.
Yeah, that move.
That can assist you in controlling.
Oh, yo, this game gonna get interesting. I mean, the competitive scene for this game, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be dry. I'm not gonna put my faith into it. So if it does explode, it explodes. But yo, I don't know. That's quite literally a game changing mechanic because I don't know any other platform fighter that has that mechanic, you know, out of fear of being too complicated. But yo, that might be a good addition if they pull it off. Because I'm very skeptical with this game because I got burned last time. They might pull this off. Because Nickelodeon All-Stars, they have the power to like actually affect Smash Bros. Pockets. It's just like they didn't. Because the first game was so astronomically ass that after the first day, the online literally lost 99% of its player base. Like that's a true fact. You can look that up.
Locking down your opponent. Feel feel like Patrick's neutral special needs a little more oomph? Try spending some meter on it. Maybe your up special just won't quite reach the ledge. Bummer.
Don't worry, y'all. That's my bomb. Chill out, chill out.
That's also a great time to use your meter.
Oh, you can use it to enhance. Oh, hold on. This is the actual game changer. Like, you see how far his recovery changed?
Ledge. Bummer. That's also a great time to use your meter. All special moves.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. That's a W idea. Unless this shit breaks moves. Oh, this is a beautiful mechanic that I'm gonna have to abuse in October. I don't know, bro.
The game have a powerful slime version to explore, so make sure you use every.
Hey, after hearing this, I'm gonna be real with you. This is stuff that you have to be in the community to know and understand. But like, one thing that I think this game suffers from is that the first game had a hard time getting casual players because there was no story mode. So whenever people, like my friends and stuff, was around me and I was playing the game, they would look at it and be like, oh, okay, cool. I see SpongeBob and some nigga with toast on his head. Who the fuck is that? Oh, look, Avatar. And they would play like one match and be like, what the fuck is this game? And then like unplug the controller and leave because the game was like really complex. So one crutch and weakness that this trailer is kind of reinforcing is that they care zero about casual players, because like that whole EX mechanic, the average person, they're not gonna understand that, bro. They're just not gonna understand that. But for people who actually care and are in the community, they're gonna like it because this game is really made to tailor to their needs. So this game is trying to like make money off of the very, very hyper competitive community, which we knew going into the first game, but they didn't even manage to do that, which again is one of those things why like Street Fighter right now is succeeding, because it's really catering to casual fans. Always remember what I said. I've been saying this since the first Smash Bros. I started covering, and all the controversies. If you don't take care of the casual fans, you will have no fans. Period.
Every single one. Slime burst.
And they doing that with this game, just to clarify, with the story mode, and they're taking care of the competitors with this.
Slime that can help you out on defense. If you're getting comboed mercilessly
What?
or about to go flying out of the ring, you can do a slime burst to stop all of your momentum and knock your opponents away.
That sounds good, but I'm gonna have to see how it actually works in game, because if and only if they implement this correctly, this game could be like a Guilty Gear, basically. I'm not saying we're gonna see it at next year's EVO at all, let alone on main stage, but if they integrate this mechanic properly, because I don't have faith in this team because of the last game and how jank it was, if they integrate this properly, this game could have a healthy community. It's not gonna be strong, it's not gonna be big, it's not gonna be large, but it's gonna be healthy.
It can definitely be worth using to break out a combo or hang on to a stock for a little bit longer. Just keep in mind, it costs 2 whole bars, and there's plenty.
Also, I ain't say this, but I want to commend them. Like, yo, let's clap it up for them letting Hungrybox do the trailer, because like they could have got that other dude that was doing the trailers before. That nigga was awful. I'm sorry, but respectfully, that nigga was not good at his job. Having Hungrybox do it is way better because he has years of experience of like talking, commentating, and being energetic and inciting under his belt. So I don't want to just make this a shit on them fest. I want to give them their props where I can. Clap it up again for them being smart enough to realize that Hungrybox has a skill set and he cares for the game, and let him do this. W.
Other powerful offensive options available with Slime as well. One of those powerful options is the super attack.
Okay, specials.
Build up all 3 bars, you can unleash your super as an easy way to ring out any opponents you might catch that also happen to be at high percent.
Ooh.
Everyone's got a totally unique looking animation to their super, so definitely be sure to check those out and let us know which one is your absolute favorite. Slime is all
Day one when the game comes out, I'm gonna make a compilation of all the supers. Watch.
the key to becoming a master at Nick Brawl 2.
I'm not gonna pre-order this game. I'm gonna just go in the store and buy it day one, because you know there's gonna be copies.
But what we just mentioned only scratches scratches the surface of how you'll be using it. Once you're comfortable,
If y'all right.
it's time to get into some of the more advanced techniques.
All right. Now, if you're a casual player at Nick All Stars, peace out. This ain't for you.
For all you sweaty players out there, slime canceling is another powerful option that you can spend your meter on. And its
What is that?
applications are only limited by your creativity. Instead of spending a bar
Stop.
to cancel an attack, you can use it to cancel an attack.
Fuck. I don't think I'm gonna play this game online unless it's ranked. Cause quick play is gonna be a bitch.
What does that mean? Basically, instead of having to wait for the rest of your attack recovery, you can do a slime cancel, and then, well, do anything you want. If your opponent is nearby and tumbling from recent attack, they'll momentarily freeze next to you.
What the fuck was that? Oh, that's probably his new move.
Quick breath and keep the combo going. Something important to keep in mind, though, is that your next attack won't be quite as powerful as it would be after doing a slime cancel. So those potential.
Thank you. They kept that in mind because like basically to translate what he said, the damage when you use a slime cancel, your next attack, its damage will be cut down. So let's say by half. So let's say your move usually does 20%. Now it'll do 10 instead. Those are not exact numbers. That's just a vague example so that it's easier to understand. But because I was about to say slime canceling sound like everything they did, they was just gonna throw it out the window with a broken mechanic. But hey, props to y'all for thinking ahead.
Combo finishers and strong attacks might not always be the best options to go for after a slime cancel. Slime canceling can also come in handy if you miss an attack or are just short of the ledge when trying to recover. Tired of using your legs? Want to get close to your opponent faster? How about using slime to turn your air dodge into a much faster air dash that you can immediately attack out of? This is a great way to squeeze out a combo finish.
That's gonna be real good for brawler characters like Korra and stuff like that trying to fight zoners. Because in the first game, I'm not gonna lie, Korra was like unnaturally good against zoners because of her punch. But like characters like, I don't know, Patrick, who had a very hard time against zoners because he was a very, very slow grappler, he's gonna be able to actually fight back against people just standing across the stage and shooting him. And another thing that'll help with is this dumb bitch Toph. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was a Toph main, but for all my people out there, for all three of the people out there at Nick All-Stars tournaments that got dunked on by Toph, fuck Toph. But Toph is the homie.
Finisher where you otherwise might not be able to get one. Just keep in mind, you're not invincible like you would be with an air dodge. So don't just go throwing yourself at your opponent, expecting to hit them every single time. That's just foolish. So those are some of the core mechanics to look out for in Nickelodeon All-Star. Hopefully you all have fun discovering and exploring the ways
The DLC from the previous game better be free.
to play, especially with the all-new slime meter.
Yes, sir.
For a more in-depth look at the characters themselves, keep an eye out for the upcoming character spotlights.
I will.
Dive into everyone's all-new movesets, game plans, and
Yes, sir.
Thanks for watching.
You're very welcome. Let's clap it up for the Nick All-Star team. Because I don't remember if I did reactions to them or not, but the reveal trailers from the first game, I did do a reaction to a couple of them, I think. But the reactions from that game, one of the things that I criticize, and probably a lot of other people, and the reason why they switched, is that them reveal trailers, they were in the kitchen with the right ingredients, and they put the ingredients in a pot properly, but they just took them out too fast. They had the right ingredients. They was in the right place, the kitchen, and the right utensil, pot, but they just took it out the oven too soon. They didn't let the idea fully cook. Now what I'm seeing is it's still undercooked, but they getting closer to the goal. Does that make sense? Like, let's say you supposed to cook this bread for 20 minutes and they was only cooking it for 10. Now they cooking it from between 12 and 15 minutes. That's still not 20 minutes, which is how long you need to cook the bread. But it's better than cooking it for 10 minutes. You get what I'm saying? So one last time, I just want to clap it up for them. Cause I don't have faith in this game commercially and mainstream wise. Like I really honestly don't have a lot of faith for this game mainstream or commercially at all in any sense. But I do have faith that this game is gonna have a healthy competitive community. Like I said, it's not gonna be like Smash Bros. Melee and nothing like that. But it's not gonna be like, I don't know, Smash Flash, where Smash Flash has a competitive oh, my computer froze for a second. It's not gonna be like Smash Flash, where Smash Flash, it has a competitive community, but like if you're not into it and following it very, very closely, which is really hard to do because there's not a lot of content creators in the space and the top ones aren't that big. If you're not really into it, then you're not gonna like know nothing about it. I think it's gonna be in between to where it's like a Brawlhalla, to where if you look for competitive Brawlhalla content, like you're gonna have to think to find it, but at the same time, it's not hard to find. Actually, better example, Joy Mech. Like you have to go through hell and high water to find any competitive Joy Mech footage. Even though I know people in the community, it's hell and high water to find any competitive footage of Joy Mech. But at the same time, like I said, it's not gonna be no melee or nothing like that. So yeah. Those are my thoughts, you know. Drop a like and all that other crazy stuff. Share this with your friends. Clap it up one last time for the developers of Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl 2. But fuck y'all for not thank you. Actually, matter of fact, thank you for not shortening the name of the game. So now I can still do guides for Nickers. With that being said, peace out, y'all. Don't forget to eat the booty like a buddy. Okay, bye. Nick as in Nickelodeon, and then as in people who do something. Whatever, peace out. Hey, notice my Gwenpool toy.